Hi, this is Lee with learningwithlee.com. I'm going to walk you through a project. I'd like to do a project for the next few lessons, and it's going to lead us into JavaScript. We're going to make a calculator. Right now it's not going to calculate anything until we get to JavaScript, which you can tell it to do things. Alright, so I went ahead and just typed up something. So you wouldn't have to watch me type this all up. But to start a new project, you go to your projects folder, create a new directory, right? That's the word for your folder. Create a new directory. Maybe you want to call it calculator. You want to create an index file, and that's what you're going to work on writing today. And usually I'll just copy in from other projects this basic stuff that I use all the time in the reset code. I'm starting something new. I don't start from scratch. I'll just copy that in from another project where I have it set up. Same thing with the head here. So I'll just copy this from another project that I already have done. I don't type this all out each time. And then here I just blocked out, remember, a comment, exclamation point, hyphen, hyphen, and then close it with a hyphen, hyphen. For the style, because we're not going to connect a style yet. The next lesson will add style to this. So you have HTML, you have your head. Remember, this doesn't appear on the page. That's just the brains, just what the browser's thinking, not what it's doing. Then we have the body. I have a header. And I have a div in here. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, I put a little title on the page. And then my div for calculator. So the first thing I suggest you do is draw a picture. Draw a rectangle. That's your calculator. You could get out a calculator and look at it if you want. Let's say you have a rectangle across the top. That's your little screen. It's going to show what's happening. And then maybe you're going to have like a C button for clear and an equals button. And then you'll have like rows of numbers, 0 through 9. Then you'll have buttons with like plus, minus, multiply, divide, right? Alright, so just think about where those are going to go. And think about flex. Okay, think about boxes and boxes. You're going to draw boxes. The boxes, there's one box where the numbers are going to go, a box for the operators. Just think about that. And you can add in divs later if you find you need them. But the more you can have set ahead of time, the better. So I want to have a screen spot on the page. So I'm just going to call that ID screen. I'm going to write stuff to there once we get to JavaScript. Right now I just need a box for it, and our CSS will give it a background color, light gray or something. And then my controls, from my mind I was thinking these would be like the equal sign and the clear button. I didn't know what to call those. Then I have my numbers. I'm giving them all a class of number because I probably want them to all look the same. So I can just say for a number, give the button this size. Operators, maybe they're going to have the same thing as the numbers, but I went ahead and gave them a different class. I'm trying to think ahead, trying to set up how I might use them. Okay, so make sure your divs are closed. Right, these divs are organizing your page. For simplicity's sake, I just use a backslash for division. You'd have to put an image in there to use the other sign. So here I put the equal sign here. Okay, so and I just wrote the numbers in here and they'll show up. Now right now this page looks awful. I'll show you what it looks like. There's the logo at the top. And it says calculate and then just lists all the numbers and the operators. thought is right now. CSS will hopefully make it look like a calculator, and we'll get to that next lesson.